Hi everyone, welcome back to Muscular Development. My name is Lauren Lotte, and today we are doing a Wellness Watch with Dr. Sunny Andrews, all the way from Jackson, Florida?
Jacksonville, Florida. You got it.
Jacksonville, Florida. So you guys, I am so excited to have Dr. Sunny on. This is the first time I have ever got to meet you and talk to you. So I'm really honored to have you on the first episode of Wellness Watch.
Well, I'm very honored to be the first competitor that you're having on and to meet you and get to be on your show. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. So, you guys, if you didn't know who Dr. Sunny is, Dr. Sunny Andrews is a top 6 Olympian, and she will also be competing at the Arnold Sports Festival in Ohio, Columbus, this year on the 5th of March, 2022. How do you feel?
I'm so excited. It's such an honor to be competing at the Arnolds. There's only going to be 10 females that got invited, so it's a huge deal. Every single person that I'm competing with, I'm just like honored to be on stage with. So it's a very exciting experience.
And it's, again, the first wellness category at Arnold's.
Yeah, it'll be the first time they have Wellness Pro. They had it as in the Arnold Amateur before, like 2 years ago, but this will be the first time that it's at the Pro Show.
That's absolutely incredible. And to think that you were at the Olympia and now the Arnold's, and you've qualified for the 2022 Olympia.
Yes.
You're just making history. So, and you're part of that legacy.
Yeah, it's pretty surreal. I'm very, very excited to be part of this and want to make sure that I can represent the category in the best possible way. So, it's a lot of responsibility and I'm not taking it lightly.
That's so awesome. So I want to also ask you a little bit about your background because I did some digging and I feel like I don't know too much about you, but I know a little bit. So I know that you have a background in soccer and track. And
You
can you tell me a little bit more about how you sort of got into bodybuilding from that background?
I was 20 plus years. I played competitive D1 soccer, was recruited to play on the Olympic team, ran track and field, and those are my passions. But then after time went on, I was in a master's program and just started doing long distance running and played like pickup soccer, in like a co-ed league sort of thing. So I always had that want to be athletic and be part of something that was competitive. And then after I went to medical school and I was just running long distance and that was pretty much my only exercise, I had kind of run myself literally down to about 95 pounds and I was feeling pretty tired, and my classmates suggested, oh, why don't you come to the gym with us? And I went to the gym with them there, and I went to school in the Caribbean in
Oh,
St. Martin. And there's a pretty big bodybuilding community there, actually. And their lifestyle is, to chill out, go lift weights, eat some chicken and rice or fish. And I was, I was like, that seems, and the women were beautiful, strong, and had so much confidence. And I was like, I want to do that too. That seems great. It seemed a lot better than running in like 100-degree sun on the island. So I started going before class or at lunch and was incorporating it into my day and noticed that it wasn't just that I felt like better and stronger and I was seeing progress, but that I was able to like focus on school more, and I just kind of had more energy opposed to when I would go and run 10 miles, I would be totally dead and fatigued and be sore everywhere. And like joints. With lifting weights, you have like a different type of sore that I started to like. So that's how I got started with bodybuilding.
yeah, 10 miles is a long, long way to run. But
Yeah.
that's incredible. How tall are you, Dr. Sunny?
I am a whopping 5'1".
So you're quite short. Okay, that's great because I'm 5'2", so I'm sort of putting it into relative terms for me. But 95 pounds is quite low.
I was pretty,
Small.
yeah, I was pretty, yeah. And the thing was like, I had a muscular lower body from soccer and track for many years. But then after I was studying to get into medical school, and I was full-time student and working full-time before I went to medical school. So I really didn't have a lot of time for structured eating or And I was just all over the place. So my weight did drop. That was pretty low. Not my best look. But yeah.
And it's such a huge transformation then going from 95 pounds to wellness body, which looks incredible, by the way, because I love wellness. I think it is such a beautiful feminine look, and it's also really powerful, which is what I like about the whole category. I don't know what made you decide to go into wellness.
Mm-hmm.
So why did you choose wellness? Why not bikini? Or
So I know that for bikini, I think it's a beautiful look, and I have a lot of friends and clients that do bikini as well. However, the style of training that I like and that I like to push myself for is very intense lower body training, and including quads. And for bikini, you can't grow your legs. They'll always say, bring your legs down. We want more of a symmetrical body with flowing, with but really with wellness, I just train my legs into oblivion. Like I train my quads and legs super hard. So I don't think I could do bikini.
and how long did it take you to go from from your previous look to maybe this wellness look where you were able to train heavy and train the quads and the glutes? Because
Yeah.
I think for some people it takes years to
Oh yeah.
and how long did it take for you? I'm curious.
8 years. So I started lifting weights in 2014, and in 2014, I I would go on bodybuilding.com,
Oh
and like Yelp, I would go to the ratings of the exercises per body part, and that's how I would just build my workouts based on that. Or if I was lucky enough and there was like some people in the gym that were bodybuilders in the Caribbean, I would just follow them around, like try and not be creepy, but like see what exercises they were doing and then try and do that. But anyways, then I like started researching and stuff, but it took me about 8 years from 2014 to now to build the physique I have. But for the first 4 years, my diet was, I probably wasn't eating, like I wasn't weighing out my food, and I probably wasn't eating enough, didn't have nutrient timing and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't see as much. I got a lot stronger and I saw changes in my physique. But after 2018, when I started like tracking my macros and everything, I saw a crazy difference in my growth.
Oh, I love it. Can you give me in a sort of a sample day of your diet? Because this is like really fascinating stuff for me.
Of course. So right now, because I'm 8 weeks out, I'm not really in a crazy deficit or anything like that. So I only have 2 days a week of 1,700 calories. My moderate days are like 2,100 calories, and I have one high day of 2,500 calories. And I'm not eating anything crazy. Like I have oatmeal and egg whites, blueberries, almond butter, fish, rice, chicken, and protein powder. And what's the last thing? Oh, glycogen, which is like a carbolin. It's carbolin based. It's fast acting carb. So that's all of my nutrients pretty much.
And glycogen is from Evogen.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
See, I do the research. So I do know that you are a sponsor. Are you sponsored by Evogen at the moment?
Yeah.
So big shout out to Evogen and Evogen athlete, Dr. Sunny. And I have to ask you one more question, Dr. Sunny. I have to ask you two before we continue. Is Sunny your first name?
Sunny is my first name. So my name in Greek is Xenia. And that translates to Sonia or Sunny. So I was named after my grandma, and in Greek that's Yaya. So I go by Sunny, yes.
Oh, just see now this is the stuff that I didn't know about, and that's really cool. I love that. And then Dr. Sunny, what did you become a doctor of?
I'm a medical doctor, and I graduated, so I have an MD. And I have done residency training in general surgery.
Oh.
So I'm a surgeon.
Oh, that's so incredible. See, I should have probably asked this right at the beginning, but I place the questions all around. You also train people at the moment. You're a coach yourself.
Yes. Yeah, I specialize in wellness coaching. I previously coached all different. I do lifestyle and wellness coaching.
Wow.
I coach people in other categories right now, but really my specialty and what I tell people is I'll work with anyone, but I really prefer to work with people that are wellness because I know it inside and out. I know the posing, I know what to do for diet, and how to train, and I really will analyze someone's physique and try and figure out what needs to be changed or done or brought up or brought down to have the good luck for wellness. But yeah, I have a fitness and nutrition consulting business, so that's online coaching basically. And then right now I'm working as a research fellow at the hospital. So I was doing, up until July, I was doing surgery in the hospital. And then because I was competing at Olympia, I applied for research fellowships. So you can get kind of more credentials under your name and stuff like that. And with COVID, it was perfect because it's a lot of remote work. Yeah. So, so I've been able to do that and kind of balance those things right now.
That's incredible. Wow. Good Dr. Sunny. How cool is that? That is absolutely incredible. And taking your clients from, into that journey that you've had as well, going to wellness, I can see how you would help them progress too. And, how come you chose to do the wellness and the Ifbb? Is there a story behind that? Or can I ask that?
Of course. So, I mean, like everyone knows, the Ifbb is the best bodybuilding federation in the world. It is the bodybuilding federation. So when I heard that there was going to be a wellness division, and it wasn't going to just be like an international thing, I competed for the first time last year in my first NPC show. I got on it as soon as I could. I knew that if you got in at the ground, I know it's only going to get more and more complicated, or not complicated, complicated maybe, but more competitive, I should say. So I was like, I've been building my physique for a category I didn't even know existed. So I was like, when I heard that, there's gonna be a lower body dominant, and really honestly, I'll say, I was training upper body. I competed with the WBFF for 4 shows prior to the Ifbb announcing they had wellness. And I was trying to grow my upper body, and it's just not it's not my body type. And especially when I was in the OR, the last thing you want is upper body pain and hunched over, working out your delts and traps and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of strong surgeons that work up their upper body, but I don't want to have that look. It just was uncomfortable for me physically. So it was such a relief when I had to stop growing my upper body and could just train it for aesthetics and for functionality instead of training it for growth. So yeah, that's kind of why I switched to. Well, anyways, to answer your question, when the Ifbb announced that they had it, I was just like, this is such a great opportunity. I saw that some of the biggest names, Angela Borges and Yorishna, were going to do it. So I was like, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. If I can try and compete with these fitness icons, then this is going to be a huge category that people are going to pay attention to, and I can get everyone's attention and be like, this is something that you can do in a healthy way. And that's always been my goal with competing, not to go and try and compete and win a crown or win a title, so that I could try and gain, which I still want to do, but to gain notoriety so that I could try and convey to people that there's a way to do this that is going to increase your longevity, increase your quality of life, and increase your health ultimately, instead of just being like, this is something you should crash diet for and get off stage, and then the rest of your life you're going to be paying the consequence. Wellness is definitely a lifestyle that, if done correctly, can increase your health. So yeah, so that was that's why.
And when did you turn pro in Ifbb?
At Nationals last year, at the Orlando Nationals. So I went and gave out. I was really honored to give out the overall award at the NPC Nationals in Orlando this year. But last year, that's where I won my pro card.
Incredible. So you've already you haven't been a pro for technically a very long time, but you've been training for this category, like you said, for the 8 years without knowing about it. So that's just something that you must have, loved through the body shape. I think that's really quite fascinating. So you've, to me, it sounds like you stayed true to the kind of shape that you wanted to build for yourself. And in a wonderful way, when wellness has come about, it's just suited you, and you've already created such a household name for yourself, and people now know you for wellness. So that's pretty incredible.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. But yeah, it was delayed gratification, because sometimes it's the same thing with medicine. You're studying a bunch and you're doing it in silence. You're working out a bunch and you're doing it in silence. And then like one day, opportunities will present themselves. And really, it doesn't matter if it's bodybuilding or underwater basket weaving, whatever you're doing, hard work always pays off in the end. So like I was just hopeful that one day that all of my sweat and tears in the gym would pay off. So yeah.
And then for the viewers that are watching this, Dr. Sunny, can you give us like your top 3 favorite glute exercises? Because
absolutely,
I've got to get this for my own workout.
So there's my 3 are 3 different favorites for 3 different reasons. So the number 1 exercise that recruits the most glute muscle over any other muscle is step-ups. If you look on PubMed or any scientific or journal article, you'll see that the exercise that's the most effective to train your glutes are step-ups. It isolates your glutes, and that's why Stairmaster is really good to work on your tie-ins if you're doing cardio and stuff like that. So that's the first one. And my second one, also, that's my first one is my favorite because the time under tension when you're stepping up, your muscle is completely stretched. And any exercise that when your muscle is stretched, it's not only going to grow, but it's already in a stretching position, so it has room to elongate and grow. My second favorite is hip thrusts. Personally, that's my favorite just because I'm able to, that's the exercise I've been doing since the very beginning. From 8 years ago, that was the exercise I learned how to get a really good mind-muscle connection, and I can really contract my glutes in that exercise. And so that's my favorite to get a glute pump. Your muscle is completely contracted at the point of when it has the most force on it, so that's why it's not the most effective. But as long as you have a really long eccentric movement in it, like when you're lowering the barbell, it can be a really, really great exercise. And then my third favorite are glute kickbacks with cable, supersetted with cable abductions, so that you're getting the glute medius and you're getting the glute max. So that kind of like rounds out the glute. So that's just more like touch-up exercises, but I think it's very necessary to try and have like attention to detail, because you really need to have that glute medius for wellness, and because from your front pose, you need to have your glute showing. So those are my 3 favorite.
So you guys, you need to save Dr. Sunny's 3 favorite glute exercises and incorporate them into your glute training now. I know I will. So no, I think those are great, and I'm definitely going to start doing more step ups. So that's going to be one on my list. But now, Dr. Sunny, after the Arnolds, do you have any other shows planned apart from the Olympia, which you're already qualified for again?
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. It's kind of surreal hearing that the 2022 Olympia, I'm already qualified for that. But I think that there's a few others on my radar. Obviously, the Pittsburgh Pro and New York Pro are really great shows. I competed in them last year, as well as the Milwaukee Pro. My main focus this year is going to be first on the Arnold and then on Olympia. And because I'm already qualified, I want to make sure that I bring my best package to that show. I think having some warm-up shows and really polishing my performance is going to be really important for me as well. But with the guidance of my coach, Hani, I'm going to figure out exactly what shows I should do. JM had already said, I need a verbal confirmation of you doing the Pittsburgh Pro and the New York Pro. So I may have already committed to those, which is great, and I'm very excited about it. But we'll figure it out.
So is Pittsburgh in May?
Yeah, they're in May. So I think they're like 6 and 8 weeks or something like that after the Arnold. So we'll see.
So you've how do you approach then your sort of training in between, let's say, Arnold and all of the shows that you're doing in between? Because being a professional athlete and then, you know, taking that time, because you did quite a few shows, I believe, last year. And then this year, it's like
7 pro shows, and then my 2 amateur shows, the one where I nationally qualified and then nationals. So I competed 9 times last year.
Wow.
I don't think that at the pro level, that's probably what I'll do. I don't think I'll do that this year. It's just for the fact that I really want to focus on doing the best I can at Olympia. And if that means that I need to keep competing, that's fine too. It may happen. I'm not sure. It'll kind of like see how the Arnold goes and how the year unfolds. But to explain my training between shows, I don't really change it too much. Meaning like during prep and in between shows, it's kind of like always prep, high volume training. When I do an off season, which I do need because I have not had for a while, then I'll do some like lower ranges of reps and a little bit more strength training. But I really don't need too much more size for the division, so I don't need to do too much specific strength training.
Oh, this is excellent. Oh, but no, I'm wishing you like all of the best then for, you know, your Arnolds, which I'm very excited to see. I'm excited to see the bikini color, if you're doing anything different or.
I am.
Are we allowed to ask, or is it a secret for now?
I don't think it's a huge secret. And I think anyone who's watched this long deserves to know. But I'm gonna go with like the Ifbb colors, so to represent my sponsor.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
So there's sort of like the blues and the greens.
Yeah, they have blue and white. So it's going to be like, I haven't worn a dark blue before, so it will be that color.
Beautiful. I cannot wait. I will not be there, but I'm wishing you all of, you know, all the luck, and please enjoy your stage time at the first Arnold's for Wellness. And then a massive, like huge good luck if you're competing 6 to 8 weeks after that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Even more so for Olympia as well. And just, it's been really interesting to hear your story and to finally get to meet you. So thank you so, so much.
Well, thank you so much for having me on. It's been such a pleasure.
Oh, so you guys, that was Dr. Sunny Andrews. If you don't already follow Dr. Sunny on Instagram, would you like to give everybody your IG handle and thank any sponsors that you have afterwards, please?
Absolutely. My IG handle is Dr. and then Sunny Andrews. So Dr. Sunny Andrews. And I have I feel very, very blessed and grateful for the sponsors that I have and the people that I get to work with. But I'm sponsored by Ifbb and by Suits to Bikinis and the Shoe Fairy, Long Life Meal Prep, and Squeeze Me Skinny Waist Trainers. So it's, and possibly Pro Tan. I think I should say them as well. So yeah, I feel very fortunate for the people. Oh, and Bombshell Sportswear.
There we go. So you guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Wellness Watch with Dr. Sunny Andrews. And please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications to watch more. Thank you. Hey guys, welcome back. We are doing Wellness Watch Hot News. We don't know what to call this. So I'm basically going to go through all of the IG accounts right now that I'm finding really interesting. And I'm going to start off with Dr. Sunny, who we just had on the show. And if you've watched this whole way through, you will have learned so much more about Dr. Sunny. So I am very happy to finally have met her and to be able to learn more about her journey. She's been training for 8 years in the wellness division, which she didn't even know that she would have been training for. She's a relatively new pro, only having gained her pro card last year at NPC Nationals. And then she jumped into Pittsburgh Pro and New York Pro, as well as I think 6 other shows before doing Olympia last year. So that's pretty incredible if you think about how many wellness competitors there are and just how quickly she has got her pro card. So also, big congratulations. Dr. Sunny is also qualified for the 2022 Olympia. I think this is where she has won for This is where she won in 2021 post Olympia for 2022. So congratulations. And she'll be going back to the Mr. Olympia stage. Dr. Sunny is also taking part in the Arnolds this year, which is very exciting. It's going to be the first Arnolds that hosts wellness category. So that is going to be huge. And only 10 ladies have been invited. So it's such a huge honor. And Dr. Sunny has made that top 10 list, and maybe, just maybe, she'll be doing Pittsburgh Pro and the New York Pro. And then she is definitely heading to that Olympia stage for 2022. So good luck to you, Dr. Sunny, and wishing you all of the best. And look, here is Dr. Sunny playing some golf. Hang on. We love these. She's playing some golf. But no, good luck to you, Dr. Sunny. If you are watching this, thank you so much for coming on, and the biggest good luck for 2022. Ooh, scrubs. Dr. Sunny in scrubs. That's so cool. So that was really awesome to be able to meet you. And I'm going to move on now because you guys need to go follow Dr. Sunny at Dr. Sunny Andrews on Instagram and see all of the wellness news from Dr. Sunny. So the next lady I'm going to go into is Nerilda Garcia. Nerilda turned pro at the NPC Spain show in November, and she is Robert Phil's athlete. She is also, she looks incredible, but she turned pro, so she's so new, and I do think that she is going to have a very solid career if she carries on going for wellness, and I think that she will not stop. So good luck to you, Nerilda, if you are competing this year, which I'm sure you are, because I know that Rob's already got you on pre-contest. And good luck with your journey, and hopefully you get to the Mr. Olympia stage in 2022. So I'm just trying to see. This is where Nerilda won her pro card, and she looks absolutely fabulous. Big congratulations. I also helped Nerilda to pose, so I take a little bit of credit for the turning pro part. But, big congratulations, and we'll see you on the stage this year for sure. So good luck. And then I seem to have lost my pages. I want to quickly mention another page called Wellness Worldwide Physiques. Now, I'm actually involved with this page, and I do help to manage it. We have grown from 0 followers last year to 20.5k followers in just 1 year. It's one of the biggest wellness pages on Instagram. We promote a lot of amateurs as well as Ifbb pros. Can't get the buttons to work, but we promote just all kinds of ladies, from fitness models to wellness ladies. Don't know who that lady is, but yeah, everyone just looks absolutely sensational, whether they're just starting their journey in wellness or they have been starting it for a little bit longer. As you can see, we have Nerilda on here too. So we just go for, a lot of ladies who are just aspiring wellness athletes as well as wellness fitness models. So please make sure that you like the Wellness Worldwide Physiques page. And if you are an aspiring wellness athlete, please make sure to go check us out, because, we're almost an all-female team. I was going to say we are almost all-female, but I do forget sometimes that Robert is on here and he's also busy re-tagging everyone. So, and as you can see, that's myself and Robert. Let me pull this up. And we are trying to do lives with wellness ladies. So it's just something that we are doing. So please make sure to go give it a follow. There is Yarishna Ayala. So, everyone's on it. And welcome to Wellness Worldwide Physiques, where we promote a lot of the beautiful ladies in the wellness division. So pretty. Sorry, I have to just stop and watch this quickly. Oh, this is best performance of Yarishna in 2021. This was fantastic. So Yarishna actually came first at the New York Pro. She took second place to Angela Borges at the Pittsburgh Pro, which was the first show in 2021 to feature wellness. And then this was Yarishna's invite, and she looked absolutely spectacular at New York. I wonder if Yarishna will do the New York Pro 2 and try and defend her title in 2022. And then speaking of the Pittsburgh Pro, I have to bring up Germanian, and I cannot find the actual page, but Germanian's quite private online. But I wanted to quickly just say that the Pittsburgh Pro will be in May, and it was the biggest show of 2021. It was the first show of 2021 in the Ifbb Pro League calendar to feature the wellness category. It had 25 athletes, which was even more than at the Olympia. So it was technically the biggest show of 2021 to feature wellness ladies, and it's set out to be one of the biggest shows of the year once again. So good luck to Jay Manian, who will be representing that show and promoting that show. And if you are in the area, I do definitely say go do it. It looks like a spectacular event, and it's definitely one of the biggest ones on the calendar. And then my last person that I have to show on Wellness Watch Hot News is actually a bikini lady, but I need to do this because I feel like everyone sort of missed Angelica a bit. And basically, congratulations to Angelica and baby Alyssa. Probably show a different photo. There we go. Angelica and baby Alyssa, because baby Alyssa was born in December 2021. So I'm excited to see Angelica, maybe if she ever returns back to stage. But congratulations to you, Angelica, Teixeira, and Marco on your new beautiful baby girl. And everyone, I think that's it for Wellness Watch. But we love Angelica, so we'll put Angelica even in wellness. Here we go. But thank you so much for watching this episode of Wellness Watch, as well as the hot news, or whatever it is. What are we calling this? Wellness Watch Hot News. Thank you so much for watching it. And please make sure to go give Dr. Sunny Andrews, Nerilda, Wellness Worldwide Physiques, JM, and Angelica Teixeira a big follow, and tell them you saw us on here, and go like them, tag them, and then tag us back. All right, you guys, have a great day, and we'll see you all again very soon. Bye.